Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for why Marshals. This one's going to be doing another Yellowstone video. We're going to talk about an update and a massive announcement that we have our release date for the first Yellowstone spin-off series. So, definitely want to talk about this one. Just a release date and a new key art, so it won't be too long of a video, but wanted to talk about it briefly because, well, as you guys know, obviously Yellowstone ended last year. We reviewed the final season of the show, and we reviewed the wrap-up of this series, and I've been discussing why Marshals briefly, as well as the announcement that they're going to be doing, well, a few spin-offs. They're going to be doing this one, which is a Casey-led sequel series after the events of the original series, and we also know they're going to be doing eventually a Beth and Rip spinoff as well after the original series events as well. So this one finally now has a release date. They've had a few teasers here and there of him kind of like walking through the woods or like on horseback, you know, dressed in the martial outfit, kind of talking about finding new beginnings and, you know, different things like that. And then now, well, we now know when this is coming out. It's going to be Sunday, March 1st on Paramount Plus. You can check out the first episode of Why Marshals, and it's going to be following the story of what Casey goes through after the end of the original show. Now, this is falling under kind of a interesting time because there's a lot of shows coming out around that time. There's going to be Invincible Season 4. There's going to be, you know, potentially from around that time, Season 4 of that show as well. And now there's going to be Why Marshals. So, in terms of kind of what I'm thinking I'm going to do with this series in terms of reviews and in terms of how I'm going to kind of carry on this on the channel, I'm going to play it by ear. Basically, y'all, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kind of just watch the first episode. We're going to review the first episode regardless because, you know, I want to give some opinions on how it starts. And then I'm going to kind of see what I think about it going forward from there. Because this is not exactly a situation that I'm going to invest myself into right away. And I'm going to tell y'all why. I have seen this exact thing happen to my favorite franchise that I've ever seen. Which, if you have never, if you don't know, if you don't watch my Walking Dead content, you'll know that Walking Dead is my favorite franchise. And when that show ended, they decided to do sequel shows on a bunch of the best characters and did offshoot stories that don't matter. You know what I mean? And I'm starting to get the vibe that this is what these spinoffs are. Is them just trying to milk the brand of Yellowstone as much as they can. Now, hey, could be wrong about it. I could be judging it too quickly. Maybe there's a real story reason why they're doing these spinoffs, and, you know, I mean, at this point, that would be great. The moment I knew there was something a little bit off with these, though, is finding out that Taylor Sheridan, the guy that created Yellowstone and the guy that mans the Yellowstone franchise, is not involved in this project, which at that point, I was like, oh, shit, okay. You know, so then I had to reestablish and kind of rethink my ideas here on me covering this show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the first episode. We're going to see what we think about it. If it's gripping and if it's something I enjoy, then we'll do it. Because I do like Casey's character and I do enjoy the idea. Again, though, I've heard a lot of rumors about what happens with this show. I've heard, and again, this is just speculation. I haven't heard any specifics. I've heard speculation that he ups and just leaves his family. That we don't see his family in this show at all. And that it's just him and he splits up from his family. And that's all there is. Now, what I'm hoping is he took this job and he's spending some time away, you know, away from his family rather than, you know, finding out that his family left him and he's this depressed, you know, marshal now. You know what I mean? That's what I wouldn't like. So I'm hoping that they don't try to undo his happy ending from the original show. You get what I'm saying? You know, so it's kind of a gamble, this show. I'm going to kind of try it out and see what's going on with it. But in terms of staying loyal to it, again, I've seen franchises do this stuff before. I've seen Squid Game do this. I've seen The Walking Dead do this. I don't want Yellowstone's name to be dragged through the mud, and I don't want to experience it in that state. So I'm going to try the show out. If I kind of notice it's just aimless, you know, nothing, then I'll probably back out of the idea. But every show deserves a chance, so I'm going to do that, you know what I mean? But the key art shows him, he's in like this martial outfit, kind of looking off to the other side. You kind of can see him there in the mountains and stuff. You got a nice sunset view behind him. It's a nice key art, I will say. It definitely looks nice. And, well, Luke Grimes is an incredible actor, so I know that he's going to be able to lead a show perfectly fine. My more concern is this show going to have any purpose to it? You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at with Why Marshals right now. So, but yeah, we're going to try it out. March 1st, we'll be here for it. Maybe like March 2nd, something like that. We'll do a review for the first episode, and we'll check it out. So, let me know your thoughts. Post your comments down below, guys. Let me know what you guys all think. And, of course, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy videos like this, be sure to click subscribe and tune up to any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for the Yellowstone franchise. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.